at home.
Down here, just say fuck it.
Oh no, I'm gonna go down there.
Yeah.
Guys.
Shut up.
Welcome everyone. We have your U15 Greyhound Girls against the U15 boys. Camera view tonight's going to be only from behind the net. I forgot the tripod, so enjoy the view. Greyhounds have one loss in their last 4 games. Last weekend, exhibition game against James Bay, they lost. Before that, they're in Parry Sound. They won 3 of 3 games. Veteran referee Mark Papilia doing the game tonight. Hounds have Brown, Curran, Sims, Prophet, and Weezer starting. Hounds win the draw. Weezer gets it to center. Boys bring it in. Down the wall, stopped by Profit. She battles. Kern gets it up to Sims. She'll lose it in her skates. Kern pokes it up to Sims. She carries it up to the blue line. That's stopped. Profit will bring it. She'll dump it all the way down the northern sports zone. Brown chasing it. Puck gets out. Northern Sports gets it to center. Profit dumps it back in up to Sims. Northern Sports regroups. Gets it to the blue line. They'll come in on a 2-on-1. Shot. And that goes in. Northern Sports up 1-0. Shot on the block by the blocker beats Milana Nebula now. Here Letitia Vlaka with it, gets it up into Northern Sports Zone. They grab it. Back to center goes. Over to Vlaka. She gets it up. Letitia pokes it, loses it. Northern Sports regroups in their own end. Comes to center. That's stopped. They pick it back up. 2-on-1. Over. Saved by Duke. Puck comes out of the Hound zone. That's in race. Northern Sports brings it in. Bumped at the blue line. Puck goes wide. Northern Sports sends it around. Crosby has it. That's stopped. Kept in at the line by Northern Sports. They walk into the slot. Shot blocked. Saved by Nephew. Loose. Roussel gets it up. Bounce off Curran's stick. Hard shot. That goes wide. Puck goes all the way down Northern Sports zone. Hounds almost get a loose puck there. Northern Sports to dump it out. That's stopped. Mount chasing it. She has it. Cuts back. Into the corner it goes. Behind the net, Atkinson has it. Spins. She's tied up. Northern Sports with some speed carries it out of their end up to center ice. Into the Hound zone across center. They shoot. That goes off the crossbar. Will be a face-off outside. No, inside. Kern, Sims, Brown, Weezer, and Balaka out for the Hounds. Hounds win the draw. Balaka with pressure on it, rims it around. Picked up by Brown, gets it to Kern. Shovel pass over to Sims. That's picked up. Northern Sports brings it in. Shot. That goes wide. Hard shot there. Goes high and wide. Face off to the right of Nephew. 8:58 in the first period. 1-0 Northern Sports. Northern Sports wins the draw. Puck goes around in the corner. Hounds get it. Brown with it. Goes cross ice to Sims. Nice try. Northern Sports picks that up. Hard shot. That goes wide. Sims with it. Picks up the puck. Carries it out over the blue line. That's stopped. Northern Sports with it. Brings it back in. Out front it goes. No one there. Hounds try and get it out. Brown up to Sims. Sims will carry it to center ice. Dump it down deep. Northern Sports picks that off. They go cross ice. Carry the puck in. Stopped by Roussel. Gets it up to Crosby. Looks for Patricia. That goes down to the Northern Sports zone. Pressured by Pierman there. Center ice. Too many men there. Northern Sports. I'm going to call that. So Hounds will go on a power play, 7:50 in the first period. Hounds win the draw. They go to the point. They'll come out. Roussel has it. Gets it up to Patricia. She pokes it to Pyramid. Northern Sports gets it. They blow a wheel. Kept in by Roussel. Down to Pyramid. Back to Roussel. Pyramid. Cross ice. Over to Lang. Lang shoots. That's stopped. Rebound. Goes up. Kept in by Roussel. Hounds still have it. Lang. From the point. Rebound. Hounds still pressure. Lang picks it up. Northern Sports regroups. They'll go to center ice with it. Come back in the Hound zone. Knock loose. Charles gets her up to Ava, and that just misses her. Dump back in. Lang's got some pressure. Picked up by Northern Sports in the corner. Atkinson has it. That's chopped off her stick, still in the Hound zone. Curran has it. With some speed. Cross ice. That doesn't work. Charles has along the board. She's taken down. Dump back in the Hound zone. Roussel cuts behind her net with the puck. She'll carry it. Roussel carries it to center ice, dumps it in. Gets her own dump in. Atkinson chops it behind the net. Hounds keep it in. At the line, Atkinson has it. And they'll call that offside. Sims with the puck, dumps it in. Pierman will chase it. Brown over to Pyramid. Pyramid in the corner. Nothing happens there. Hounds lose the puck. Here comes Northern Sports. They get to center in the Hound zone. Profit with the puck. So get it up to Sims. Up to center ice it goes. Northern Sports carries it back in. Saved by Nephew. Sims has it. Hounds pick it up. Pierman goes to her D. Blaka, soft pass up the boards. Here comes Northern Sports. 2-on-2, broken up by the Hounds. Shot towards the net, that goes high and wide. Blaka with pressure. Puck kept in by Northern Sports. Profit, up the boards of Crosby. She's got some room. She'll skate to the blue line, get that up. Curran chasing it. That's poke checked off the Northern Sports stick. Comes out to center ice. Lang leans into her man and keep it in. Hounds keep that puck in. Curran cuts back to Weezer. Shot from the point, tipped, goes wide. Northern Sports has the puck. They come out behind their net. Pass up to the Hound blue line. Shoots, scores. Squeak that one between the 5 hole of Nephew. 2-0 Northern Sports. Atkinson, Mount, Massage right, Profit, and Roussel out for the Hounds. Draw one by the Hounds. Profit gets it up to Mount. She dumps it in. Just wide of the Northern Sports net. Charles chased it. It's chipped by her, kept in by Atkinson. Battling along the boards. Ref blows that down. Oh, door open. We'll have a face-off in the Northern Sports zone. 3:32 left in the first period. Draw one by Northern Sports. They'll carry it to center ice. Across the Hound blue line is dumped. With some speed they got. Profit sends it around Mount. Massage right along the boards. She's battling, loses that. Hard shot, that's saved by Neville. Northern Sports keeps it in. They have it along the boards in the corner. Atkinson tries to get it out. She'll get it to the blue line. Dump back in the Northern Sports zone. Hound's chasing it. Brown with it behind the net. Centers it. No one there. Here comes Northern Sports. They'll pick it up. They'll carry it in. That's broken up. Behind the Hound net it goes. Out front. Nice play by Weezer. Picks that up. She'll up it up to Brown. Brown carries it to center. Pressured. She dumps it in. Kierman has it behind the net. Circles. That's knocked away. Northern Sports picks it up at center ice. Carries it in with some speed on net. That's broken up. Sims battling for the puck. Her stick's tied up. Kierman loses it behind the net. Northern Sports with the puck in the Hound zone. They'll go cross ice. Sims has it on her stick. Up the center. Brown with a nice move. She'll get it in. Hounds will change. Northern Sports will skate it out of their end to the blue line. They'll lose it at center. Hounds go D to D. Lang has it. Up to Kern. Bounces over her stick. Kern with it. Gets it up to Crosby. Going wide. Hounds regroup. Back at center ice. Lang goes D to Roussel. Last minute of the first period. Patricia has that go off her stick. Northern Sports dumps it back in the Hound zone. Lang being pressured. Goes D to Roussel. She'll carry it. Puck's dumped into the Northern Sports zone. Curran along the boards with it. And that'll go out of play. There'll be a whistle. Face off in the Northern Sports zone. Draw one by Northern Sports, and they'll carry it out. Bang. Up to Mount. Looks for Atkinson, that misses. Lesage right picks it up. Now Atkinson has it. Carries it into the Northern Sports zone. Across the middle, shoots. That goes wide. 5 seconds left. Profit will hang on to it. And that's the end of the first period. 2-0 Northern Sports. Hounds holding their own here against the boys. Start of the second period. Hounds carry the puck out of their zone. Stolen by Northern Sports. They'll bring it in the Hound zone. Shot. That's blocked. Comes to Saj right. Knocked off her stick. Hounds trying to get it out. Blocker loses that one. Back to the point. In the corner, around the Hound net it goes. Shot from the point, that goes wide. There you go. Hound's got the puck, they carry it up. Here comes Atkinson. Across the Hound, or the Northern Sports line. Sorry. Oh, two Hounds collide back there. Kierman has it. She carries it across center for the Hounds. Popped off her stick. Crosby chasing it. Behind the net to Kierman. Kierman has it behind the boards. Being pressured. Northern Sports gets it up to center ice. Hounds have it. Lang cuts back. That's stopped. Crosby. That's stopped. Offside. So it'll be a face-off outside the Hound zone. 10:07 in the second period. Hounds win the draw, picked up by Northern Sports. Carried in across the line, dumped in, behind the Hound net. Northern Sports has it behind the Greyhound net, circles around, out center, slot, that's blocked, rebound, stopped by Neville, on the face off, to the right of Neville. Sims, Brown, Loser, Profit, Curran out for the Greyhounds. Profit has it, goes cross ice. Finds the Sarge right. Dumped in the Northern Sports zone. They'll skate it out to their blue line. Hound stopped that at center ice. Dumped in the Hound zone. And that's covered by Nebula. Draw one by the Hounds. Weezer has a bounce off her stick. Here comes the Hounds, trying to get it out. That's blocked. Northern Sports gets in front, hard shot, and that's saved by Nebula. Roussel. Roussel right out for the Hounds. Draw won by the Hounds. Valaka puts it up the boards, kept in. Atkinson battling along the boards. Spoke free, kept in by the Hounds. Valaka has it. Skates it up the wall. Doesn't get out. Roussel with it at center. Hounds will get it out. That's backhanded into the Hound zone. Valaka behind the net. Gets it up. Hounds go cross ice. That's blocked. Penalty here coming to the Hounds. Hounds will be shorthanded for 2 minutes. Avery Atkinson's going for body contact, I think. Was the foul? So Hounds will be shorthanded for 2 minutes. 8:06 left in the second. Crosby fires that out, and that hits someone on the other bench, so face-off will be staying inside the Hound zone. Northern Sports wins the draw. They go D to D and dump it in the corner. Behind the Hound net, they control it. Center it. That doesn't go anywhere. Hounds will get that out to center ice. Crosby chasing it. Kierman pressures. She steals the puck. Gabby Kierman almost has a break. Northern Sports carries it out of their end. Center ice. Across the blue line. And that's offside. There'll be a face-off. Draw won by Northern Sports. Into the Hound zone it goes. Lang loses it. Kept in by Northern Sports. That goes wide of the net. Curran in the corner with it. Reverses. Tries to get it out. That's stolen. Back to the point. Northern Sports. Hard shot. Saved by Nevy. Rebound. Scores. Nevy stopped the first one. And the rebound went in. That puts them up 3-0. Power play goal for Northern Sports. 6:44, second period. Hounds chasing the puck. Curran after it. Sims keeps it in. Behind the Northern Sports net it goes. Kept in by Profit. That goes wide of the net. Brown with it behind the net. Centers it. Kept in by Curran. Carried out by Northern Sports. Puck underneath someone. The face-off outside the Northern Sports zone. Oh, inside. So got Brown, Curran, Sims, Weezer, and Roussel out for the Hounds. Northern Sports wins the draw. They'll carry it to center ice. Into the Hound zone. That's broken up. Hounds with the puck in their own men. Go cross ice. Sims has it to Brown. Hops over her stick. Northern Sports sends it out of their zone back into the Hound zone. They'll go D to D, the Hounds. Weezer gets it up to Brown. Brown gets it to Curran. That's picked off. Puck bouncing around out there. Sims will dump it in. Hounds will make a change. Massage right steals it. Puck comes to center. Here comes Northern Sports. To the side of the Hound net it goes. Around the boards. Northern Sports has it. Here comes the Hounds. Atkinson. Cuts to the middle. Back to the middle again. Northern Sports tries to get it out there. Kept in on the line by Velaka. Atkinson has it. Along the wall, back to Velaka. He dumps it into the corner. Charles battling with it. Charles just battling along the boards. In comes Atkinson. He has it, backhander. That goes wide. Kept in by Profit on the other side. Atkinson, battling, knocks it off her man's stick. No call, both go down. Puck's loose, kept in, poked by Profit. Hounds with some pressure. Charles shoots a rebound. Loose, Hounds dig in. Hounds come close on that one. Best opportunity of the period, 3:55 remaining. Patricia, Pierman, Crosby, Profit, lockout for the Hounds. Crosby to Profit. Patricia has to pop off her stick. Patricia over to Pierman. Pierman loses it. Kept in by the Hounds. Crosby has it. Nice steal. Puck's loose. Hounds poking. Still loose. Scramble. Patricia shoots. That's blocked. And Northern Sports will carry it out. They get to the Hound blue line. And they'll lose it. Patricia has it. Hounds coming back. 3-on-2. Up to Pierman. Pierman has it. And that hops over Profit's hand. Here come the... Oh, she regains possession. Up to Patricia. Too far. Northern Sports will regroup in their own end. That goes to center ice. Picked up by Profit. She'll carry it. Dump it back in. Northern Sports gets it up past the blue line. Curran over to Brown. Brown ripped. So it's a glove save. Hard shot by Brown. Goalie glove back. 2:27 left in the second period. Brown, Curran, Sims, Lang, and Weezer for the Hounds. One by the Hounds, shot by Brown, that's blocked. Puck's chipped down the Hound zone. Icing, this is foul. And they'll blow that down. Face off back in the Northern Sports end. Face off, won by Northern Sports. Puck gets up. Down into the Hound zone it goes. Weezer chasing it. Behind their net it goes. Curran has it with some room. Cuts back to center. Gets it up to Sims. No icing. Northern Sports will put up in their own end. And they'll carry it out past their blue line to center ice into the hound zone. Locked off the puck. Puck comes loose in the corner. Hounds here they come, they got a break. Leave him out. Shoots. Goes wide. A lot of people on the ice there. Hounds get lucky. Here comes Northern Sports the other way. Saved by Nephew. Hard shot. That was stopped. No problem. 1:04 left in the second period. Draw won by Northern Sports, kept in. Last minute of the second period. Roussel has it, cuts towards the middle, puts it up to Mount. Mount gives it to Atkinson. Atkinson walks in.
Stick down!
Hard shot by the Hounds. That's blocked somewhere along the way.
That's it.
Hounds going to get a power play there, I think. Hounds will go on the power play here. Draw won by Northern Sports. Mount keeps it in. Over to Pierman. Out front. Atkinson. Circles around. Shoots. Glove save by the goalie. 18 seconds left in the second period. 1:41 on the power play remaining. Pierman, Mount, Atkinson, Profit, and Roussel out there. Won by Northern Sports. They'll send it down the length of the ice. Roussel runs out of room. She'll just kill the rest of the period. And that's the end of the second period. 3-0 Northern Sports. We're going to do a flood and we'll be back. Okay, we're back for the third period. This period's going to be a 15-minute period. The last two are 12s. Hounds are short-handed for 1 minute 23. Or no, on the power play, sorry, for 1 minute 23 seconds. Draw one by the hounds. Balaka picks it up behind your own net. Off to Sims, that's too far. Lang picks it up. Goes way up ice, finds Brown. Goes cross ice to Curran, she'll chase that in. And that's ice down to the hound zone. Balaka picks it up, she's pressured. Kept in by Northern Sports. Curran tries to get it. Northern Sports brings it back out into their own zone. They'll send it down. Profit will chase that. Northern Sports picks it up. Stopped by Profit, just outside the line. She brings it in. Shoots. That's saved. Mount almost picks off that one. Northern Sports coming back to the hound zone. They dump it in. That goes just wide of the hound net. Puck sits on the ice, a little bit of water. Weezer up to Brown, who gets it to Atkinson. She winds up in her own zone with some speed across center. Into the Northern Sports zone she goes. Down behind the net, loses it. Still loose. That's scooped up. Dumped to the hound zone, no icing. Profit will pick that up. Massage right, pokes it, she'll get it out. Hounds knock that into the zone. Mount chasing it. Bounces over her stick, she chops it behind the net. Northern Sports has it. They carry it to center ice. Into the hound zone. Atkinson pushes her in. Back to a point. Massage right has it. And Atkinson will flick that down. That'll go on net. No icing. Kierman forcing it. Gets the puck. Tries to center, no one there, shot. Rebound loose. Hounds still have it. Into the corner, it goes by Lang. Kept in by the Hounds. Lang keeps it in. Ooh. Lang almost steals that one off the stick of the defender there. Northern Sports comes in with it. Hard shot. Stopped by Neville. Resaw with it behind the net. Puck bouncing on her. Puck stays in. Roussel gets it up. Patricia has it. She's got some room. Carries it to center ice. Another player with her going to the net. She takes it wide. Runs into the boards. Northern Sports carrying it. Brings her to the net. Hounds keep it in. Letitia locks on it. Curran pressuring Northern Sports. They get it up to their blue line, knocked off the puck by Curran. She's being pressured. Profit has it. Behind her net. Up to Brown, who gets it to Curran. And they dump it into the Northern Sports end. Loose puck out in front, hard shot, two shots by the Hounds. Puck still loose. Northern Sports gets it, they come to center ice with the puck. Carry it in. Back to the point, they lose it. Brown unable to steal it. Saved by nephew. Sims trying to get it out. Puck loose. Curran battling. Curran has it. Prophet stops that. Just can't get that puck out. Prophet, hard shot. She'll get it out. They're going to call icing on that. Be a face off to the right of Nebula. .35 left in the third period. Lang, Atkinson, Mount, Weezer, massage right out for the Hounds. Draw one by the Hounds. Lang has it. That's knocked off first. That shot is high and wide. Kept in by Northern Sports. Hounds trying to get the puck out. They do. Northern Sports brings it in. Cut to the middle. That shot's blocked. Doesn't get through. Puck bouncing around. Oh, that one's picked off by Atkinson there with some speed. Two Hounds chase it. Mount's got it over to Atkinson. Oh, and that one takes a funny bounce. Hounds pick it up. Here comes the Saj right with it. Hard shot from the top of the circle. That goes wide. Northern Sports with it. In the corner. They try and get it out. Hounds keep it in. Hounds pressuring, keeping the puck in. Kept in by Roussel. Over to Mount. Mount shoots, and that's saved. 3-0 Northern Sports. 8:09 left in the third. Letitia, Pierman, Crosby, Prophet, Roussel out for the Hounds. Draw one by the Hounds. Pierman shoots, posts. Northern Sports picks it up. They go cross ice. Prophet stops that. Letitia battling along the boards. Puck comes loose. Here comes Northern Sports. Into the Hound zone. That shot goes wide. Crosby has it. Cross ice. Northern Sports picks it up at their blue line. They'll carry it to center. Into the Hound zone, the puck goes. Hard shot, saved by Nevy. Rebound, goes wide. Puck bounce around, that doesn't make for that. And here comes Roussel. She's got some wheels. She'll dump it in. She'll chase it. Northern Sports with the puck. They carry it up the ice. Knocked off the stick. That shot's fanned on. Glocka has it. She skates up the ice. Glocka into the Northern Sports zone. Shoots. Hard shot. Not saved. Puck kept in by Sims. Flipped out by Northern Sports into their bench. Face-off will be inside the Northern Sports zone. 6:32 left in the third. Draw one by Northern Sports. Curran has knocked off her stick. Northern Sports circles. Puck knocked off their stick. Curran and they're battling. Puck dumped into the hound zone on net. Nebula pushes that to the corner. Lang has it. Northern Sports from the point. Hard shot. That just goes wide. Hound's trying to get the puck out. Sims battling, kept in at the point. Shot. That goes wide. Weezer has it. Kept in. Puck comes around to Sims. Now Lang. Back to the point. Hard shot. Saved by Nephew. No rebound. Hounds get a line change. 5:08 left in the third. Hounds win the draw. Roussel has it behind her net. She's pressured. She reverses it. Massage right along the boards. She's pressured. Atkinson has that. Tries to chip it out. It's kept in. Back into the Greyhound corner. The puck goes. Roussel sends it around. No one there. Atkinson picks it up and around with some speed. Profit up to Mount. Mount carries it in. Centered. No one there. Nice try. Massage right on net. That's blocked. Kept in by the Hounds. Mount with it. Spins. Down to the corner. Puck kept in by Roussel at the Hound line. Dump back in. Mount chasing it. Massage right with it along the board. She falls. Puck comes loose. Northern Sports carries it in across the Hound line. Their stop. Profit has it. She's got some speed. Goes cross ice. Finds Crosby. Crosby coming in. Shot. Mount keeps it in. Puts it into the corner. Atkinson has it. Back to Roussel. Hops over her stick. Northern Sports will steal it. Atkinson steals that. Circles around her own net with some speed. Carries it out past the blue line. Up the center ice she goes. Into the Northern Sports zone. Poked off her stick. They regroup. Northern Sports carries it out. That's stopped. Poke check there. Profit rims it around. Crosby has it bounce off her stick. Profit with it. Or Pierman with it at center ice. Carries it in. Dumped into the corner. Patricia chasing it. Puck comes loose. Pierman with a backhand on net. That's stopped. And a tripping call coming to Northern Sports. Hounds will be on the power play. 2:37 left in the third. 3-0 Northern Sports. Draw won by Northern Sports. Back to the point. Hounds keep it in. Shot by Velaka. Steered to the corner. Curran with it. On the wall. Northern Sports brings it in. Saved by Nebula. That was a hard one. She'll cover that up. 2:13 left in the third. Roussel, Profit, Pierman, Brown. Out for the Hawkins. Draw one by the Hounds, but kept in by Northern Sports. Puck along the boards. Hounds come out with it. Here comes Curran with it. Hounds pulling the goalie. Going for the extra attacker. Atkinson out. She picks it up. Atkinson gets it up to Pierman. Pierman with it. Shot. That's saved in the corner. Pierman gets her own rebound. Out to Profit. Hard shot. That's blocked in that way. Puck comes loose. Roussel has it. Empty net. And they'll bury it. That's 4-0 Northern Sports. 1:27 left in the third. Hounds win the draw, go D to D. Crawford puts that one too far for Crosby. They're going to call icing. 1:16 left in the third period. Atkinson tied up by her man. Puck kept in. Northern Sports with the puck. Knocked off their stick. Here comes Mountain with it. She carries it to center, tries to get it to Atkinson. And that's frozen by the goalie. Hounds pull Nevy, trying to break the shutout here and get a goal. 16 seconds left on the power play. Draw one by the Hounds. Crosby throws it around. Mount gets that, sends it back. Balaka, hard shot. That doesn't make it. Rebound. Hounds. They score? Nope. Nice try by the Hounds. Trying hard to get one. 6-on-4, 1 second left. Power play over. Mount has it, centers it. Shot, rebound. Atkinson, couple whacks, can't get that one. 26 seconds left. Draw one by Northern Sports. They carry it out into the Hound zone. Sims has it up to Atkinson. That's too far. Weezer and own in. Shot. Stopped by Malacca. And that's it. No goal. 4-0's the final score. The girls will be in Unison this Saturday. You can tune in. Got 2 games. We'll see you then.